last election.
Yeah,
After my election, I have more flexibility. Yeah.
I understand. I transmit this information to Vladimir and let them look.
What does it mean to you when you hear a president of the United States say that Russia and the United States are kind of one and the same, we're no better than they are?
When the President of the United States says that, he doesn't know what he doesn't know. It's so totally irresponsible, strategically incoherent, incompetent, reckless, and rash.
After my election, I have more flexibility.
And it just places him in a different place from the usual debate between Democrats and Republicans. We're talking about somebody who's just totally irresponsible.
After my election, I have more flexibility.
And what does it say about Donald Trump and his sort of bromance with Vladimir Putin?
Well, in this office, I have the picture of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln said, public sentiment is everything. With it, you can do almost anything. Without it, almost nothing. And he demonstrated that in his presidency, Abraham Lincoln did. And I think all of this is about making sure the American people know the truth.
After my election, I have more flexibility.
On Russia and Vladimir Putin, you've suggested that we just don't know, right, what is motivating Donald Trump, and how do we get to the bottom of it?
After my election, I have more flexibility.
Well, we've called upon the FBI to make known to the American people whether they're doing an investigation of the personal, political, and financial ties of Donald Trump to Russia. He claims he has no business interest in Russia. That's not the question. What are the business interests the Russians have in him? What is it that the Russians have on him that he would even flirt with the idea of lifting sanctions? What do they have on him that he's already lifted the sanctions on the very agencies, the successor of the KGB that did the hacking of U.S. Elections and disrupted our elections? And what do they have on him that he would lionize Donald Trump and put some kind of justification for it, which isn't a justification, it's a rationalization, it's a mistake, and it's really beneath the responsibility. Forget the dignity, that's long gone. Of the presidency with this president.
Well, I'm sure that everybody watching this interview, Madam Leader, believes that the American people have a right to know what those ties are.
Exactly.
Is the FBI under any obligation to do this investigation? Could Trump block this investigation? What are the chances that will really happen?
Well, when I asked this director of the FBI why they won't tell us if they're doing an investigation, he said, well, there are a couple reasons why we choose to reveal an investigation or not. One is we don't reveal it if we think that heightens the awareness of our target to the fact that we're investigating them and, you know, what the consequences of that. We would say we're doing an investigation if it was of significant public interest. Well, I think we've met that standard, and I don't know why he isn't telling us that. But he has a responsibility to investigate what I just described. And by the way, one of the answers to it is for the president to release his tax returns.
Right. And of course, the FBI director had a different standard when it came to Hillary Clinton's emails.
No, not even a different standard. Totally irresponsible. Just not only her emails, but with the confidence, the highest confidence of all of our intelligence agencies.
After my election, I have more flexibility.
Was the Russians who were hacking our system. Secrecy is a tool of an authoritarian government. Openness is a manifestation of a democracy.
After my election, I have more flexibility.
Your role in all of this is very important because, as you know, they're making an assault on freedom of the press. Freedom of the press is one of the best defenders of a free, open, and democratic society. So I'm counting on all of you. I agree with The concern, as I said yesterday, or was that the day before, whenever it was, I'm afraid they're going to destroy the documents. But that level of, the fact that I would even say that, the level of trust has gone so far low in all of this, that's too bad, because we're talking about the national security of our country, our intelligence and the rest.
I know that you and some of your colleagues from the Senate Intelligence Committee drove over to Langley, Virginia yesterday to CIA headquarters, and you were briefed. Here's the question. And you don't have to provide us with any classified information, Senator, but do you believe, do you have evidence that there was in fact collusion between Trump associates and Russia during the campaign?
Not at this time.
Well, that's a pretty precise answer. I know the investigation is continuing. Senator, thanks.
My last election.
Basically, yeah.
After my election, I have more flexibility.